of what these 3 days have meant for the CCIs. Be aware that we will speak in Basque and in English as well. To do so, I ask to be joined on stage by a professional with an unparalleled track record in innovation and business. I am pleased to introduce Gozon Bernaola, General Coordinator of Business Innovation at the Basque Innovation Agency Innobasque. Txalo bero bat berarentzat.
Good morning again,
Kaixo,
Maitena. Good morning, everyone. Zein nolako bidaia egin dugun egun honetan, Maitena?
It's been a very long trip, hasn't it, these 3 days, hasn't it, Maitena? And I'm saying this because when we started to design this forum, we, thought that this was like a trip, really, more than anything else, like a voyage. So this is why what we've done is we've been traveling across the ocean, and every day what we've done is set ourselves different challenges, and we've spoken to different people, and we've heard about different experiences too. And what we have tried to do is answer all of these challenges that we've been given. But in any case, we know each other better. We've also looked into the possibilities of opening up new voyages. And I trust and hope, I think that we have achieved this goal.
Living Lab for each thematic area oriented to the challenges proposed by different organizations, 3 global challenges on urgent issues, and 2 inspiring conferences, the one by Andoni Hidalgo and the conversation we have just enjoyed with Aran Calleja and John Maya.
And now, we are at the end of the journey. Each of us has visited different places and participated in different activities with different people and friends, and I think that we are on time to remember and review all our experiences and also to share the main conclusions and learnings we had in these 3 days in each of the destinations.
We will be presenting the report of CWF24 using the cross-narrative methodology. This means that we will not be discussing the topic areas in a particular order. Instead, we will use a method that can be compared to one of the main challenges of our sector, cross-fertilization.
Regarding education, we have talked about self-awareness in individual terms, but also an ecosystem, which is critical to fostering a learner-centered approach to our teaching and learning models, including skills related to complex and technical competencies and soft capacities demanded and needed by the CCS sectors to take out industries to the next level. Understanding education as the emergence of new skills for future jobs is essential.
But the biggest challenge as a sector is that we need to learn how to sell our story as a business better. For this to happen, the industry needs to enhance its business skills, get support in translating its narrative towards the financial policy level, and join forces as one significant sector. This will create more trust and make the CCIs a higher priority for investors and policymakers.
Indeed, Maitena, it is a big challenge.
It is.
But let's not forget the triple transition linked to the innovation that you have highlighted on multiple occasions in this Creativity World Forum 2024. The triple transition, green, social, and digital, represent a unique opportunity of innovation within and with the CCIs due to 3 reasons. The first one is that there is a huge knowledge, also processes and methods within the sector, which gives the sector a pioneer role. The second one is that the sector itself is transforming. Young generations are going to face new business models and change them. These business models will incorporate innovation into their DNA and will bring the current potential to the entire systematic incorporation of innovation in our companies. And the third one, and no less important, is that the sector has the ability and competence to transform other sectors. We call it cross-fertilization, and part of the society also. But here there is a huge need for a new innovation support system from the public administration.
I totally agree, Gozon, with that idea that you have picked up. And linked to this, we must not forget that in the cultural and creativity industries, governance models must evolve to balance profit-seeking or revenues generation with the imperative to generate social value, impacting areas such as mental health, social cohesion, and environmental sustainability. This needs a governance framework that includes diverse stakeholders, from artists to environmental experts, to ensure a holistic view decision-making.
And to achieve these milestones, we are going to need the talent and versatility of the young generations. During these days, we have also the opportunity to learn and know about the work of the DC Living Labs, which aim to cross different talent, countries, and challenges in connection with companies. This combination of skills and diversity of profiles has added value to the results we have seen in these 3 days, which address current and relevant topics such as sustainability, new technologies, and collaborative structures. The results we have seen can inspire new projects locally and internationally. By this reason, eskerrik asko, kaixo eta inoa, eta parte hartzaile guztioi, lan garrantzitsuenagatik. Bertan, bederatzi garrauti ezberdinetako.
Many thanks to all of the participants for their very outstanding work too, because we have coordinated 9 different areas with 32 participants on the international front, 4 groups, 4 challenges, and a boot camp, an online boot camp lasting 5 days. So 3 days of work at the Creativity World Forum. Thank you very much for all of the work that you people have done.
Horrela da. As you can see, once again, the focus was on collaboration, the generation of knowledge, and the search for opportunities to collaborate with others, which was the main objective of this Creativity World Forum 2024. Euskadi as a territory of collaboration and opportunity.
Bidaiarekin jarraitzera goaz, eta orain beste
Okay, well, let's continue with our voyage, and now what we are going to do is move on to the conclusions that we've drawn. And, well, these are the conclusions we have in relation to the global challenges.
The crossroads of climate action, innovation, and creativity. He told us that the global climate emergency faces a profound challenge in our ability to imagine solutions, and that we need to build new and uplifting stories to drive proactive responses to climate change. Andoni also commented, it's not a question of lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of imaginative thinking that hinders our ability to act.
And in this sense, Andoni Hidalgo proposed a set of actions to explore. First, use the identity as a very powerful trigger to foster change. Second, encourage imaginative advocacy before institutions. And the last one, use creative ways to provoke change in daily habits and routines. Eta ekintza guzti honek martxan jartzeko, premisa batzuk kontuen hartuta. Besteek zer egiten duten,
And what we need, therefore, is to take into account 2 premises. In other words, we need to think about what it is we can do before we think about what other people can do. And the most important thing is that we shouldn't be afraid about failing. Let's have a big round of applause, please, again. Yes, please. Put your hands together, ladies and gents.
In the Global Challenge 1, we worked on different topics related to what we eat and our consumption habits, how we move, the potential role of culture and creativity in countering individualism and promoting collective means of transportation. In the topic, how we address the role of the CCIs in rethinking design. The industry has enormous potential, we know that, to raise awareness among citizens, but this potential remains unexplored. And the powerful message about the promotion and respect for the human rights.
Eta azkenean, gaur goizean gertatutakoak.
And finally, we have to talk about what was mentioned this morning. We spoke about the business models in the global challenge.
Beyond the lack of resources, often funding, and the unwavering need to upskill as we gravitate towards as a society facing technological disruption and climate change urgency. Innovation is now to be driving force for the future. Consequently, it can be stated that the CCIs and the traditional industries have an interest to collaborate for the exchange of knowledge, find collaboration pathways. We need to go back to basics to be connected to our nature. Humanity is about connection, because innovation is about people and ideas. It's about ideas and people only.
During our meeting this morning, we discussed the challenges associated with the digital transition. We talked about how to make the most out of the challenges, latest technologies, such as generative artificial intelligence, natural language processing, analytical technologies, and advanced visualization through extended reality. We identified some of the challenges related to the digital transition, which include the need for capacity development and training in the sector, collaboration between actors in the industry, and the financial investment necessary to address these challenges. We agreed that while there are already tools and instruments available, a better long-term strategy is needed to facilitate access to resources such as knowledge and equipment.
And the other big topic of discussion has been the impact of generative artificial intelligence in producing cultural and creative content. We must embrace technology and the regulatory initiatives that are being put in place to ensure the protection, property rights, and ownership of the content used for generating derivative works. However, the evolution of these regulatory frameworks needs to be closely monitored to see how they address aspects of the content used for training the artificial intelligence models.
Eta duela ez asko, inspirazio solasaldia edo solasaldi inspiratzaileaz gozatzeko aukera izan.
And we've also had the opportunity of enjoying the very inspirational dialogue between Aran Calleja and Jon Mayak. And they were very generous, and they shared their ideas with all of us, because they spoke about the role that we creative people have to play. They spoke about our responsibility beyond what is only entertainment. And they said that the time has come to place care in the very center, because to date, women are still playing a very outstanding role, and this is limiting women. And they've also spoken about the magic of silence, because silence has many things to say, and this is another important element, of course.
And finally, we would like to highlight the process, the data, your participation. Without this, nothing could have been possible these 3 days. You were the most important people in this forum. This is where the true value creation and collaboration and cross-fertilization that we were looking for when we were designing this Creativity World Forum has been achieved.
We wanted this Creativity World Forum 2024 to be a dynamic platform for collaboration with different sessions. More than 500 people have been involved in the different activities from the 42 countries. We visited 12 cultural and creative institutions, and we have had the pleasure to listen to over 50 speakers. We have also had over 250 interactions in the speed meeting sessions.
And the participatory discussions on global challenges have been spaces for open dialogue, in which more than 210 participants have shared their own experiences and perspectives, enriching our collective understanding.
It's amazing, isn't it? Your inputs have made a significant impact on all the discussions and have turned them into a dynamic platform for exchanging ideas. Your eagerness to share knowledge have been crucial in addressing the issues that were under debate and in building a network of connections that will continue to strengthen even after the end of this CWF.
This legacy of emerging connection and collaboration is a testament to the spirit of this forum, and we hope it will be an important resource for future initiatives. Thank you to all of you for your participation, your collaboration, and for having you as companion and allies in this journey. And above, Thank you for being agents for the change that the CCI sector needs to move forward.
Eskerrik asko bihotzez, benetan. Mila esker. As it could not be otherwise, and close to this successful edition of Creativity World Forum 2024, we have a representative of our government's culture department. Plazerra da holtza gainera, gonbidatzea Andoni Turbe, Eusko Jaurlaritzako kulturako sailburu ordea.
So we have with us today, we have the Deputy Regional Minister of Culture, Andoni Turbe. Let's have a big round of applause for this gentleman, please. Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much indeed.
I am going to ask 7 minutes, because I would like to share with everyone some ideas on some initiatives that we are managing from the Basque government. Sometimes when we talk about culture to persons who are not involved in our sector, this is the picture that they have in their mind. Heaviness of the culture, and we have not very interesting for them or for the society. But sometimes, as well, from culture sector, we reserve the table for a certain people, and we are not able to open the doors of the windows because the community and the other person, they have right as well to enjoy with the culture. And I know we are in a time of technology and Wi-Fi and so on, but how important is to talk each other, to have the opportunity to share knowledge, experiences like today, and how important is to listen to each other and have the opportunity of culture managers, of culture professionals to explain to another actors or to another policies manager what our contribution is to the social development and economic development as well in 21st century. I would like to represent of the challenge. For me, this is the challenge for the next year in a short and medium term. Culture has to be situated more in the middle of the system, very well connected with other public policies, as health, social policies, finance department, tourism, education, and so on. We are powerful because we have a big knowledge and we have good skills to offer to the other cultural policies or to other sectors policies or contribution to develop new and innovation projects in society. And finally, our target is the community, because they are the customers, they are the market, and they are the people who are helping to the public administration to manage it, culture as well. What about challenges in a short and medium term? For me, empathy is absolutely important. We have to be empathic with other sectors and other policies. And it supposes cooperation. We have to be able to stay in touch, get on well with another responsible of policies. Still boosting talent, of course, artistic talent, but as well another kind of talents. We need new skills in 21st century, management, technology, communication, or so on. It's important talent in terms of artistic talent, but as well other kind of talents. We have a project, it's called Kaixeigune. For us, it's a very good instrument, and we would like in next year to develop this instrument in terms of develop new skills in culture as well. Community, the public, and the new public as well. This is our target. We have to work for them. Financings. I know when we talk about money in culture, it's not a very good question. I think we have a good system of grants, but if we talk about industry, it's not enough. we have to talk as well, it's my opinion, my personal opinion, about financing. Maybe we need instruments to finance industrial, cultural, and creativity projects. And another one, if we're talking about industry, should be, at least, we will need as well to talk about taxes policy. So this is a model of finance. And we have to talk about this as well. For us, it's important our 2023 agenda about sustainability and so on. And finally, technology is important, but technology is an instrument. It's not a project. It's an instrument helping us to develop something. We have to tell good stories. We need good content. And technology is a software. It's not the project. Sometimes technology becomes in the project, and we are thinking in software and in the target of telling good stories. And we need as well public and private. This is a good model to manage culture. Because when we talk about managed culture, we need a private sector and we need a public sector. We have a mixed model. We are talking about mixed model. And how important it is to have an organized private sector as well. What's that? What are we doing when we're managing culture? We are creating public value. We are creating public value for the society, for the community, for the persons, for the people. We are creating public value. And we need 3 S's. First one, we need to offer a good service. We are working with significant elements, and we need sustainability. Good service, significant elements, and sustainability. But not just environmental sustainability as well. Economic sustainability and financial sustainability as well. We are creating public value. We have right to dream. We have to dream. We have to dream working together, rowing together, with difficulties. Yes, we have. In other sectors as well. We have the right to dream. Thank you very much. Eskerrik asko. Burokeneke bukatu eskertzen proiektu honetan kongresu.
And I would like to finish by thanking you for all the work that you've done throughout this conference. Many thanks to all of the people that have participated in the organizational issues, and many thanks to the attendees too, because I'm convinced that we've all learned many, many things. We now have new knowledge in our backpacks thanks to this conference, and it's a wonderful opportunity to create new projects. So welcome to the Basque Country, and I hope that these days have been profitable for you and that you've enjoyed yourselves. And as the representative of the Basque government, together with all the technical people and directors and the rest of our colleagues that are present here, we are at your entire disposal to carry on collaborating with you or helping you should anybody be interested in keeping in touch to implement more ideas. Thank you very, very much. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Iturbe.
We are a country that, although small in size, has always been connected to the world as if it were immense. The Basque Country has produced many important people, some well-known and another anonymous, because in our culture, we know that a job well done doesn't require grand gestures. One of these people was Juan Sebastián Elcano, who in 1522 became the first person to sail around the world. The sea has always been that blurred frontier from which we have related to other cultures. For the first time, a human being, technically trained, with knowledge based on technological innovation and with a creative spirit, globalized the planet, completing the first circumnavigation in history. It was no coincidence that he was Basque. Maybe it's not so humble to say this, but I'm going to say this. At that time, the most cutting-edge ships in the world were being created here. In the shipyards, creativity, technology, and innovation were connected naturally. The Euskalduna was a shipyard too. Isn't thrilling? Today, 500 years after that feat, we celebrate Euskadi's role as an open, cultural, and creative ecosystem. The region has proven to be a dynamic intersection where traditions meet innovation, fostering a culture of creativity that connects deeply, that's so important, deeply, with the global community, and providing a platform where local dynamism and global perspectives merge seamlessly. Sormen eta kultura industriak gu ere hasiera batean txikiak izan gaitezkela eman dezake kanpora begira.
The cultural and creativity industry make us look small, but we're very big. If we connect everything, it's like the sea. From wave to wave, we can convey our greatness and tell our story from here and send it out to the world. And like the sea, the Basque Country will always be open to you to connect with all of you. Therefore, thank you very much. You've been an outstanding crew, and we know that we will all enjoy a favorable wind. Thank you very much wholeheartedly.